If you haven't experienced the lines and delays at the DMV, I know that you have heard about it. Throughout the summer, there have been changes to help the backlog, and more changes are coming. Today, we're talking to Marty Homan, the DMV Communications Manager. All right, let's start with this because just this week, that state auditor released a report with at least a dozen points of action. I know some of which only state lawmakers can fix, some of which are technology fixes and improvements, and that's kind of like years in advance. But there were a few key points of what they said you guys are already implementing. That was part of that report. So let's talk about a few of those points. And I think we're talking about the check-in process and the walk-in versus appointments process.
Yeah, that's right. So earlier this summer, we rolled out a new sign-in process. We did away with the Queue Anywhere program that we had before. The system works similarly, but better. There's no QR code that you have to scan, which is confusing for some people. We are just checking people in and checking their documents as soon as they arrive, as soon as we can get to them, and then taking their cell phone number down, and we'll text you when it can be your time to be served. So if there's a wait, you can wait anywhere. You can go anywhere you might need to, and we'll text you when there's a spot in the lobby for you to wait, and then again when it's your turn to be serviced. And so that's now up and running in 105 of the 115 offices. It's working well. Our employees like it. The customers seem to like it because they're spending less time out in the sun. So we shouldn't be having that anymore with this new system. And also, we've set capacity limits so we know about how many people we can serve in a day. And so when we hit the limit and we know that we hit that number, we won't let anyone else check in. And so that doesn't waste your time, waiting at the DMV thinking, am I going to get in today or not? Once we're full, we're putting a sign out front and we're letting people know that we're full for the day, so you're not wasting your time. And so that's the change to the sign-in process. And we also started taking walk-ins again right away in the morning. Previously, people would arrive there early and we take appointments all morning long and then not take walk-ins until afternoon in some cases. And so we were just building in a several hour wait in some instances for people. So we've done away with that. We've opened up capacity for walk-ins in the morning. And so that walk-in line starts moving right away in the morning. And so those are two improvements we've made in the last couple of months that are working better.
Okay. I know that the Saturday appointments and Saturday walk-ins and things of that nature, that is still in effect, but only for so much longer.
Yeah, so we just have a few Saturdays left. We'll go through August 23rd will be our final Saturday. And so that's a great opportunity for folks to come out. That goes from 8 a.m. to noon. That's at 20 locations across the state. You can find the one closest to you at ncdmv.gov. You can get any service that you're looking for. And it's a great opportunity. It's walk-in only, so you don't have to worry about having an appointment. You can just show up and we'll serve as many people as we can on Saturdays.
All right, and let's talk about that DMV listing. So a lot of times it shows up that there's no appointments that are online, and then you look maybe an hour or two later, and then all of a sudden there is something there. So what would you tell folks if they're looking for those appointments?
Yeah, so kind of how that process works is we book up to 90 days in advance. And so each new day just after midnight, appointments for that new 90th day out, that's when they become available. If someone cancels their appointment, those appointments become available right away. And so those might be the ones that you see pop up throughout the day. But the new appointments for 90 days out are become available just after midnight. But we serve the bulk of our customers as walk-ins. And so that's really your best bet, especially if you need service in the near term.
All right, we got about 30 seconds or so left. What do you think is the key point for people to remember when they go see the DMV?
To come prepared. First to make sure that you can, to see if you can do your transaction online. And if you can't, you have to come in person. Check our website and make sure you come prepared. The number one most forgotten document is the printed proof of liability insurance. And so you need that if you're a first-time driver or you're moving here from another state. And so that's a key thing to remember.
Right. It's not good enough to have it on your phone. You need the printed proof of liability.
That is absolutely correct.
All right, Marty, thank you so much for your time and expertise. Hey, if you missed any of this, maybe you want to revisit it. It's going to be in the 2 Wants to Know section of our website.